So this rank 3 player got kidnapped into a different universe. So the player we're gonna witness today is Nightfall on a Morphling. And the funny thing in this game is his opponent is also in the same boat. And so with that in mind, we kinda have two main characters in this game as Arch Nemesis. So his daily matchup is against a Magnus and a Dark Willow. And also his starting item is a full stats magic wand and 3 branches, as a magic wand is Morphling's best regen item. And so in the first wave itself, you can see how much he prioritizes the range creep on denying and killing the enemy creeps. So it was mostly just a farming phase until there was a kill happening in this lane. And the reason for that is mostly because of a pull on the bait camp. So you see, the reason for that is the moment the creep was put on the bait camp, the Weaver tried his hardest to protect it. Normally this is not something that you want to risk your life for, but if your carry plays 5000 MMR more than you, I'm pretty sure that you want to do the same too. So you see, the Weaver actually baited the Magnus just by having the Lotus Fruit that eventually gave the Morphling a kill. In my opinion, this risky play doesn't really need to happen, as the Morphling is already leading in golden XP. But having this type of solo kill is definitely convenient. So after 11 minutes in lane, he finally made his first rotation. So he waves farmed the creep wave and he sees his Weaver wasting time tanking the next creep wave. So instead of farming with him, he instantly went to the Twin Gate, said hello to the bottom lane. The reason he made this rotation is because he already completely destroyed the top lane and took the tier 1 tower. And so the next best objective to take is definitely the bottom tower. But do take note that only the Morphling is having an amazing game this game, but his team not so really. As the game was being stagnant, it actually favors the Alchemist more as he loves the farming game. So this is one of the best places you can do and take advantage of your teammates that is feeding in the map. The Morphling saw that there was at least 3 people ganking his puck, so instead of wave farming the creeps and farm the jungle afterwards, he instead TP to the top lane and make an active play by jumping on the Magnus. And the main goal here is to take advantage of the resources and skills used to kill his own teammates' puck. And that's why he can be confident in killing this Magnus while the enemy is still showing in the map, knowing that they won't be able to come and help him. Well, everything seems like a smooth sailing for this Morphling, and this is where he gets a taste of reality of how powerful the Alchemist is. He was just minding his own business, getting a tier 1 tower in mid, and that's why he sees his Phoenix gets jumped by the Alchemist. And it was at this moment he knew that he wasn't really in control of the game anymore, as the big purple Alchemist was running the mid down. And so to force to forfeit his tier 1 tower, he tried to be efficient and farm the Ancients instead. And that's why you can see that his support Batrider got taken down, as the ward setup was not there. But he still ended up killing the Ancients, as that's really the only place he can farm at the moment. And his teammate ended up putting a defensive ward on the triangle. So this is one of the best individual play that you can see from a high ranking player. For context, his puck was pushing bottom and immediately you can see the Alchemist showing in lane defending it. And at the same time, there was 3 people at the top lane like Magnus, Queen of Pain and Dark Willow, and so the Morphling instantly start pinging his team as he knows that this is a huge opportunity to take them down. You can see that his teammates smoke under his command and they start moving the top lane together. And so the reason for this is because the Radiant is playing without the Alchemist, which is their most highest net worth hero. And with the Alchemist showing at the bottom lane, it means that the top lane is going to be a 4v5 for the Radiant. And under this smoke play, you can see that the Dire has this big opportunity to burst anyone down anytime. And that is exactly what happens, as you can see that the Dire instantly destroyed 4 of the Radiant heroes while the Alchemist was still farming at the bottom lane. And because of this huge play and quick call out, the Dire finally has his foot back into the game. All while Nightfall ended up getting a triple kill. Afterwards, this is one of the play that you guys must witness. So for context, his teammate went to the triangle and his Batrider got jumped instead. But instead of committing into the fight, this is what Nightfall on the Morphling does. So you see the Alchemist actually committed his ult just to kill the Batrider, and you can see that in the mid lane. And so this is what makes Nightfall an insane carry player, as he knows how to find the opportunity and the enemy's carry weaknesses. As you can see that the Alchemist seems scary as a top net worth, but the only thing that Nightfall sees is that Alchemist used up his ultimate and is about to run out. And not only that, the Alchemist actually sent his Manta style to the top lane, which means he doesn't have it for another 30 seconds. And for the last straw, he was actually farming under his own defensive wards at the triangle. And with all of these components stacked together, it is eventually a recipe for success. So like and subscribe if you actually watched until this point, because I need it for real.